So what test do we do that young people would be interested? No, wait, I've had an idea.
What exactly is a millennial?
Once we'd explained this to James, we left the test track and began our new youth-friendly road test. What I've done is I've fitted some youth-friendly political stickers on the doors, and then on the windscreen, a transgender, fluid, neutral sunscreen. The other Jeremy, of course, is the great Jeremy Corbyn, leader of the Labour Party, a man with the same initials as the baby Jesus, one of the prophets of Islam. Richard, meanwhile, had, for some reason, put the shipping forecast on the doors of the Fiesta. Why have you got Stormy on the side of your car?
Because that's the name of the rapper that young people adore.
No, that's Storm Z. Well, Stormy's that sexual intercourse enthusiast in America.
Popular with young people?
Meanwhile, I'd headed for an organic farm shop to test out my young people modification. What I fitted to my car, it's powered by the same USB port that you'd normally use to recharge your vape bong, is the most important thing in a millennial's life. And that is, of course, a juicer. Ta-da! Now, using this, I can make a whole range of tasty and nutritious juices using a variety of ethically sound ingredients. And that means I won't be beholden to evil American corporations that murder baby veals and snap the beaks off chickens.
Back on the road, Jeremy and I were busy competing to win the hearts and minds of the snowflakes. Because you're young, you'll care very much about the environment, so you'll be very glad to know that unlike the Polo and the Toyota, this doesn't have 4 cylinders. The Fiesta only has 3. And in fact, when it's cruising, it can deactivate one of them and go down to 2. That's a world first on a 3-cylinder car. And what it means is, it's nicer to polar bears.
The seats in here are made from cloth, so no cow was harmed in the making of the interior, apart from a small veal who was used to make the steering wheel, but that's it.
Right, this one is kale, apple, line-caught avocado, and ethical water, plus my reading glasses, which I'm afraid fell in there earlier on. But it doesn't matter, they've got plastic lenses, so they're perfectly safe. Someone's going to want that.
In order to see if we were on the right track, Richard and I had headed into the wonderful anti-car city of Oxford. Many, many cyclists here. Look at the way young people are approving of my car and my stickers. Dabba it, wagwan! I speak the language of the millennial. Hammond and May won't be able to do that because they're in a Ford and Toyota. They're bad whips.
You'll see there's a bus lane here, and the Fiesta is showing no sign at all of it, complaining that half the road is completely empty and unused. This car has no problem with that.
There's a couple of hikers here, Hammond, on my left. I'm not judging them, because judging people is wrong.
Oh, cyclist.
Maniac! Having drunk his spectacles, James was now on the move.
Right, my latest juice has a bit of an Asian flavour because it's made with okra, some ground-up dried ginger, touch of garlic, a pinch of garam masala, and a pork pie. Now, this car was, of course, developed at the Nürburgring, which might sound not very millennial, but on the other hand, it is the world's greenest circuit. It is completely... Oh! Jeez! Oh. Oh, God! Oh! 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 Back to the tent.
Apart from you drinking plastic, which is evil, I thought that was all going rather well, the test appealing to young people.
Yeah, we'd talked about carbon dioxide and polar bears and expressed our support for the Labour Party.
Yeah, I mean, apart from the bit where the juicer blew up in my face, obviously it was all going rather excellently, we thought.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.